Martial arts are feminine. Seems like an outrageous statement. We all know that they're a balance between yin and yang, but if they were to accent more one way, probably more feminine than masculine. Let me read you my poem first. This is called the yin factor. Men fight to protect their ego. Women to protect the family. Men beat their chests and shout. Women prepare to be deadly. Men move from the heart, I mean heart level. Women from the womb, which is the lower level. Men use their chest and shoulders for power, naturally. Women their legs and middle. Men use strength and power. Women weapons and fluidity. Men drink with their opponents after battle. Women leave them for dead. You know, when you think about that, men generally fight for sexual preening. They want to look good, right the way through nature. When you look at the animals, generally the male will fight for dominance and for the best female. Actually, with humans, it's not any different, is it? Yeah? So men tend to, you see them in street fights, they'll take their shirts off, they fluff up, they'll batter each other, actually really, really hurt each other. But then they'll go and have a pint afterwards and shake hands and be the best of friends. That's what being a man's all about. Whereas women need to defend the family, they need to defend the nest, they need to defend the home, normally against odds that are not in their favour, which is why they say, poison or scissors in the back is more a female weapon than a male. They just need to win. Martial arts are more yin than yang. They're quiet and deadly. They use skill rather than force, and are more defensive than offensive. Martial arts rely on internal connection. Their strength comes from the legs and the core. The quietness gives awareness and concentration, and power from being sensitive and intense. Do not mistake defensive for weak. Power is in clarity and timing. With no ego, danger can be dealt with deadly force if needed. In martial arts training, men need to be more feminine. Women, more masculine. But one doesn't need to become the other. When you look at the yin and yang symbol behind me here, you can see that in the yin there's a little white circle, and in the yang there's a little black circle. It's said that every human has an animus, a bit of the other gender inside of them. We need to find that. A man's power really comes from when he finds the softness and the feminine in himself, the ability to be a little bit quiet, to be deadly when needed, to use strategy rather than bluster, to develop his legs and his core, to give him that strong, powerful base, to be able to use softness, to be able to stick, blend, follow, redirect. That's where the power in Tai Chi, they used to call it soft cotton boxing. You put your hands into soft cotton and find a sharp needle inside. So for men, we need to look to the feminine to become that much better, that much classier. And of course for women, if women are too yin, they need to find the yang. They need to find that little bit of masculinity in themselves to be able to develop the part that they don't have, to give them that, that physical strength and preparedness to go toe to toe if necessary. So looking towards that part of the other gender that you've got deep inside, that's the bit that makes you better. But actually, mainly, if you look at it, rather than it just being the line down the middle, mostly, I think martial arts tend to be more feminine than masculine. It's good nowadays because certainly in my club, 50% are female. And a lot of my instructors and black belts are female. And I'm very proud of that. I'm very happy with that because You know, it shows that as a club we're developing, we've got the right kind of diversity, and it's good to be able to empower women with that as well. And for them to find that actually martial arts suits them. And for the men to get that little bit of softness, actually really changes them as a person and makes them a little bit more quieter, a little bit more humble, a little bit more polite, a little bit more patient, tolerant, kind, and so on. So, you know, finding that within your martial arts is looking to the qualities that might not be very obvious in yourself. Thank you.